Lux, don't bully A Banana. She's the only one that wait nights for you.
You know what I wonder to this day that I never got an answer on?
What?
And this is probably gonna irk you too. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Who killed Daisy? We never found that out.
No. I have a very strong suspicion it was Kim, but...
Yeah, that was like the only person I could think of possibly doing it.
There was a couple things, especially, Burnett had taken Kim to the place where Fran was held and Burnett was held and all that went down with Daisy, and
my cop. Do it, pussy.
the next
No balls.
day or two afterwards the place was torched.
No balls.
I feel like if we had more active units in the PD, Burnett would have lost his job a couple times. He did so much shit that as a cadet, I felt like he was a danger to himself and others that I didn't feel an FTO should be doing. Like, for one, meeting with someone who stalked and kidnapped an officer by yourself off duty was the biggest red flag in existence.
He met with Oliver once.
What is Oliver doing?
Squash Hunter.
Oliver didn't kidnap a cop.
Even Paulo.
I mean, if you want to kind of go
Or
that
have
route, I mean, you
obvious
kind of
signs
say
of
the
mental
same
issues.
thing because, like, I mean, I was letting Daisy live with me, so.
You also
You,
let...
wait, what? Hold on. You had her living with you?
Yes, I had Daisy living with me as well as Titan and Fang.
I mean, you had 2 dogs in there that would probably rip her ass to shreds if you tried something, so... you weren't technically alone with her.
You have a
So,
chief of EMS.
My thing with that
two
is
chiefs. You have to go deal with that.
my thing
Lux.
with that is people had tried to help her in her past before, but she had always been left alone. She wasn't with, she didn't really have anywhere to stay. People like that being left alone, who don't have somebody to help them, they're gonna always fall back, just stuff like that.
Reyna's like, well, that sounds like me.
My thing is just letting her stay there, have somebody she can count on, knowing that she can count on, that can help her get to appointments, that could make sure she had at least a roof over her head. That way, stuff wouldn't get stolen from her. And
but that was the point. We're talking about it RP wise though, so we're not trashing him. We're trashing
essentially.
We're not talking trash at all. They're just talking about
weep right here.
So I guess I could kind of say like.
Also, Lux,
now with me
all you gotta
Olivia,
do is
would
get
I ever do
perms,
that
and
for
that's
Olivia?
it. You can log back off. It's not that hard. Do it. No balls.
No. But I think there was once or twice that I had heard that Olivia was staying at your place, so, or Reyna's place, so.
No, it was my place. I had both of them at my place.
Was I too happy about that? No, but
her.
That's it was your choice as well. It was. I think you kind of had the same view of it as I did with Daisy, basically.
How many on ship? It's
I think the main difference between the two is that
100,
Olivia
184.
never attacked me or punched me or anything, and every interaction I had with her, while she would be rowdy and very vocal, I could calm her down. And I was starting to figure out what was wrong with her. It wasn't like
so
she was just angry to be angry.
It's the sheriff, the chief, and 184.
She had something going
one other
on
guy.
with her ears. It was
So
like a sensitivity.
5.
So between that and just her upbringing and her parents not treating that properly,
Lux perms, but he is
and
yeah.
You for some reason constantly reminding her of her mom, she lashed out.
100, 200.
But if she had ever did anything extremely violent, she would not have been in my home.
Fucking your way and going back.
I would not have her around right now.
You wanna come to MRPD real quick?
Yeah, so it's the chief, it's the sheriff, and it's 184. And then it's
Invite
us.
me not on duty.
Reyna, you're being stagnant.
Gary? Yeah, that's him.
Reyna.
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
You're quiet.
Yeah.
Why? Because me and Bishop are acting like parents talking about our kids.
That, and I also realized that I actually came way farther than I thought.
What, in comparison to other people?
Who had a misfortunate life like me, yeah.
You definitely didn't make it easy. But once I found an approach that worked, goddamn.
She's not zoning out. They're talking about Daisy and how she died because people were trying to help her and they couldn't.
Don't take your progress for granted. You've definitely come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
You remind me a lot of myself, to be honest.
Do you remember after Oliver died when I was just riding around that bike, letting myself wither away?
You mean when we got called to a call, like 5 minutes into me getting on shift about your ass being unconscious on top of a mountain in the middle of the fucking snow?
That was before
Where
you
you
died.
I mean, that was like a start.
Where I took morphine?
Yep.
I
think you
remember
realize
that.
how much
My
you
car was
remind
the
me
only
of
car that made it
myself.
up that fucking hill.
Yeah, that's because I was a fucking cadet stuck in a goddamn Vic. That thing
Hey, I
had
was
no
in a
traction.
what was it?
I think you were in a Taurus, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in a Taurus. I preferred that over the fucking Charger.
If you let a paper cut be the reason that you don't get on
the Vic
duty,
had no fucking traction.
I'm gonna
especially
kill
in the
you,
snow.
Lux.
I remember fucking chasing Oliver's ass up a fucking the mountain.
I was with you. I was there. You arrested me too.
No.
You've gotten arrested from Bishop once, and
Twice.
You've gotten arrested from me.
Bishop
once.
twice.
We
Bishop
actually
twice, me once.
no, the time I was talking about it was the first time that Oliver got arrested that ended up making Oliver lose his job.
Bishop,
Honestly,
I
feel
may
like
have
he
been
was a
there
lot
too,
happier
bro.
losing his job.
I kind of had a feeling, but we couldn't find anybody else. I was just
I
focused
fell
on the
down a
driver.
mountain and I got really hurt.
Oh my god.
And Sydney had to help me. But I was okay.
Good job.
And we'll apply your skills to disappear in a different way now. Thanks.
I ran from you too, AJ. I got away.
I know.
I got
You
away
told-
from you too.
Well, I'm glad you turned your life around. What
Right?
it was.
Bro, when we got to Brooklyn, that was like the first thing that was on this bitch's mind was getting that shit expunged. She was starting to do it when we were in town before, but I don't know. I had a medical opportunity in Brooklyn that I couldn't pass up, and she needed a break from this place, so...
See you on duty. Hell yeah. Was I slid on the mountain? No.
And then, you know, it cost me my girlfriend. Long distance doesn't always work.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. But in this case, it didn't.
No, so Bishop, I didn't tell AJ or Terry, and I hiked myself to courthouse in New York in the business part of it, and I got my record expunged.
I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you're wearing that uniform. You wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
if
I
you
know.
had-
And when I applied to cop, they looked up my, you know, they found all the Eric reports and stuff,
My
and they looked through them.
fucking police report.
Yup.
That was a goddamn essay.
And yeah, I think they took pity on me and hired me more than anything.
You are... What do they call it? There's a word for it. But I'm just gonna
Grayson
say,
should
like,
be a cop.
redemption story.
Huh?
Yeah. You had the capacity to go either way, and you made a choice. And people can look at your record and see that you didn't exactly have great influences in your life to help you stay off from getting on where you were in the first place. But once you did start getting those influences, you turned your life around for the better. And you had the opportunity to do something with that luck, with that gift that you were given. And then you can pass it forward to other people.
All right, now I am gonna say this too. I've learned this kind of the hard way, and I know Jericho's kind of learned this the hard way. You're not gonna be able to save everybody. There's gonna be times when you were even just a couple minutes late. If you could have gotten there just a couple minutes faster, you could have possibly saved somebody.
Couple minutes, a choice decision to not say something.
Bringing someone to the hospital when they deny it, when they should have, and they die. Yeah, I don't know.
Being a couple minutes late to meet somebody, and then the person gets kidnapped, and then you find them bleeding out from a stab room.
I missed Kira!
When it happens, it's something that you're never gonna forget. You're gonna remember their face, you're gonna remember their name, you're gonna remember and think about everything that you possibly could have did differently. And it can eat you up inside. And it took me a while to come to terms with Oliver, and even sometimes, even now, I still think about it when certain situations arise that reminds me of it. But at the end of the day, I have to also remind myself that if I had acted faster, Oliver would probably could have been not the only one dead in the end of that whole situation. I could be, you could be, Terry could be. So while I'm not happy with the outcome, I also have to look at it both ways. Because it could have been a lot worse.
$200 to 115.
Send it.
How long is that ride along been going for?
I honestly haven't been keeping track.
An hour.
About an hour, sir.
I think that's long enough for a ride along, at least for today. This was kind of like a one and only thing.
Abram, copy that. I am being told that the ride-along is
Trying to test the waters with the ride alongs.
Oh, okay.
Didn't know there was a time limit. But he also said it was special circumstances, so I'll take it. But we could just, like, go chill at Legion. There's not really any calls going on, and I'm just driving around anyway. You wanna go? Actually, do you wanna go back to the clothing store and get that taken care of?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit, I gotta write down for a highlight. Yes, Remy.
You alright, kid?
Mm-hmm. I'm alright.
Alright.
I'm so glad Kira's here.
If anything, me and you will ride around for another 50 minutes. Then probably call it a shift.
I mean, there's not really that much to do. Everyone's usually by Legion anyways.